Yeah, that's how easy it can be. Last week I told you a little bit about anxiety and how to overcome it. It's really part of your self image in the way you see yourself. Motion equals emotion. Here I am this morning. Move your body as quickly as you can. Get out there and keep it moving on a consistent basis, and your self image will improve. Any movement in the positive direction will make you positive for the entire day. At any rate, last week was a little more spirited, maybe. Might have been a little angry if you tuned in. I really wasn't angry. I was just frustrated at the fact that, we're constantly being manipulated by an ugly system that we really don't understand, and that kind of bothers me. But anyway, no reflection on you as a person, obviously. I love doing these, and I want to make sure that each one of you starts out your Monday morning and, of course, your work week on a better note. So today, I want to tell you a quick little story, and it's about love. And and I've been talking about love in prior episodes, and I have to tell you that it's really the underlying foundation. It's the operating system of humanity. Now, if it were an underlying operating system were really stronger in hate than it was in love, I don't think any one of us would be here today. Hate would eventually win out, the world would be gone, and that'd be the end of us. So in reality, the world is really much more about love than it is about hate. Unbeknownst to what they tell you on television. Of course, that's the hate meter right there. The hate tool is television, unfortunately. Sorry, just the way it goes. But anyway, so I want to tell you something interesting that happened last week. It was really, really right here for me. I had this young woman come into my office, and she had a young daughter with her. She's 4 years old. Her name is Lily, and she's about as cute as a button as you can get. So I immediately am drawn to her, and she's drawn to me, and we're having fun. We're drawing pictures, and we're spending some time together while I'm in between those moments of helping the mom, professionally. So the little girl is walking around the office, and mom's a little concerned that she might be getting in the way of things here, and she might be, bothering people. And I said to the mom, listen, don't worry about it. My house is your house. And this little girl, she's welcome to just go anywhere she wants. This is her place. And she said, okay, if you don't mind. I said, I absolutely don't. So when I had finished treating the mom in one of my treatment rooms, I brought her to another area for therapy. And mom was relaxing, doing her own, 10 minutes timeout so she could get better. And the little girl came back into the treatment room. So when she walked into the treatment room, she looked at me and the other patient, another patient now that's sitting in there, and this patient and I are talking. So I said to the patient, is it okay if Lily, this cute little 4-year-old, comes in and just kind of mulls around while we're doing our stuff? She said, oh, no, it's fine. I said, that's great. So I'm having this conversation with this woman, this patient, and the little bug comes in, and she comes around the side of the bench, and she grabs me by the leg, and she hugs me on the leg. Now, I'm still in conversation with the patient. I got my hand down on her head, on her hair, and I'm just stroking the back of her hair and neck. It's just very natural for me, as I'm not only a dad, but I'm a love bug, so I'm all about it. Not thinking a whole lot about it, just enjoying the moment. So I take the little girl after a few seconds, and I pick her up into my arm. Now I got her here. So this just seems to be a more appropriate place, because she's having that sense of, I want to climb up on you. So now she's up here, and the patient's standing in front of me over here, and we're having this little conversation. And this girl then puts her head on my chest while I'm scratching her back. Now, remind you, this is all so visceral. There's just nothing planned. It's just happening. So this patient looks at me and just kind of stops and smiles for a second and goes, who is this? I said, this is Lily. Is this your daughter? Nope. I just met her 5 minutes ago. So Lily's sitting with me, and I'm having the conversation, and then she taps me on the cheek, and she says to me, I love you. I'm like, well, I love you too, sweetie. Big kiss on the forehead, nice warm moment. And then I take her and I said, listen, I'm gonna slide you down the pole. You ready? My grandpa used to do that to me and my uncle all the time. He used to slide us down our leg all the way to the floor. And she was all excited, and the smile went ear to ear. And then I simply just said, 1, 2, 3. She drops to the floor. The smile is unbelievable. She's absolutely elated. And then off she goes. I said to her, now you can go back in the other room and see mom. I'll be out there in just a minute. And off she goes. Now, it might seem like just a simple moment in life, but if you focus on those particular moments that are filled with love and their heartfelt emotions, and where did they come from? It came from this amazing child. And why is that so significant? Because you have to remember this, that when children enter our world, or this world, they transform from somewhere else to here. And they bring with them all that's out there, all that where we come from. And what is that? It's love. L-O-V-E. That word is so powerful. The actions and the feelings of love trump everything else. And in that moment, I had to ask myself, was this just a coincidental something or other where this young girl and I just expressed a whatever moment about love? No, absolutely not. Me, personally, I had to make some sense of what all this means, because I do that constantly, and so do you. I want my life to be amazing. Therefore, I'm going to interpret things the way I want and have the perception that I want. So in that moment, what I could feel when she sat up on top of me and she said, "I love you," and I said it back to her, what I was feeling was a message from far beyond me and far beyond anything this little girl could produce. It was basically, for me, a message from that other side where I come from that says, "I love you." Now, hopefully that'll be the gas that keeps you going, keeps you loving, keeps you inspiring, and you'll work each day at it, and all you'll be is happy, darn it, happy and peaceful. Amazing times are ahead for you, but you got to open up your heart. You got to learn to love. You got to put that stuff, that frustration, that anger, that sense of that need of revenge, you got to put it aside. That's the work of the other side of us. And I don't want that to surface unless it's absolutely necessary. And that's not going to happen to me this week, because I'm going to be filled with all the love that I can from my patients, from my family, doesn't matter who it is. I hope this week you do the same thing. Let yourself be open to experience and to give love to everybody around you. Your work week will be amazing, you will be amazing, and your anxiety will diminish. I'm glad you tuned in this week. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week on the Monday Morning Minute.